Hello, it is Sunday, August 26, 2012 at 3:38 p.m. Central Time. And earlier I saw Dutch Sense had favored a video about the fires in Northern California. And so I thought maybe at first that they were due to the longitudinal wave signatures that I did a video on last night, which I'll put a link under this video in case you want to see it, because some of those were direct hits, fires are, but then there were hits all along the whole United States. So in any case, I thought I'd check it out, and I went over to IntelliCast, and there's this whole wad of fires right here, and there doesn't seem to be anywhere else in the United States, although this is blanked out for some reason. But what's really strange is earlier I was on here, and what I found was that there were earthquakes here, 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 here. I checked the time, and they were all, let's see, August 26th at around 6 UTC. There were probably 4 or 5 of them, and then there were a couple about 6 hours prior to that, like one up here and one down here. So this whole area had earthquakes around it. This whole area that had fires, and I was going to talk to you about it. Actually, here's one that I can still show you. 6:58 GMT. There was a 1.7 in western Montana, and there's one right down here. Actually, 2 remaining. Oh no, maybe the fires are hiding them. No, I thought I saw one back there. Anyway, it just so happens that I did take a screenshot, and I have it here in paint, and you can see that, I mean, these earthquakes were here just, well, this is at 16:05 Eastern time that I took this shot, and right now we're looking at 16:35, so this 30 minutes ago. So all these fires can't have just disappeared and, gone off the radar. And I'm not sure where we used to have gray earthquakes, which was after the yellow. So anyway, they're going another one. So maybe I am on the cusp. Well, it's 1540 UTC. No, because 2 of them were like at 0 UTC, and then 4 or 5 were at 6 UTC. So 6 hours would have to pass for the rest of them to fall off the screen. And while I'm here, I just noticed that something I talked about before is the same area up in Canada has just a little system over it, just a dot, and that has been there, I don't know, the last 2 or 3 weeks, pretty much constantly. And also we have this whole string of earthquakes down here near San Diego, Yuma. And there's quite a few of them. They're all in this one area, and I think this is the Salton Sea, if I'm not mistaken, just right south of that. It's just interesting to me that there are just so many all of a sudden, a swarm, I guess that's what they call them. But with this hurricane going on, I'm kind of suspicious of anything they're doing. In any case, this is University of Utah, the Troposphere Report. And the fires that we were just looking at are up in this area. And what's interesting is, as I go down this is future 0 hours, 6, 12, 18. Oh, now they're not going to move. As usual, someone's messing with my computer, so things don't always work right. But you can see, there we go. There we go. No. Let me run through it. Sometimes it helps. There we go. As we go down to about the 60-hour point, you can see that this high area and this low area come together, and we're getting some severe winds going up in here with the little double triangles on the barbs. That's, and I can't remember what it is, but it's like a little ticking system that tells you how much the winds are. But what's interesting about this, and I can't really play, no, it's not going to let me play through. Let's go to this one, see if it's better, is that these winds come and mix with this hurricane that's moving up. It's going to come up through Louisiana and head up to the New Madrid, and they kind of meet right at that area. And this isn't going to play either. So I'll put a link below the video, and what you do is just run your little finger thing down the numbers here, and watch just how things move through. This isn't natural. See this straight line here? Anyway, here's what they're projecting is where the hurricane hits Louisiana. And so now here you got these winds coming up with those fires, and those fires have smoke particles. And they can do a lot with little particulates in the air. That's one of the reasons they chem spray. They spray chemicals in the air. But smoke is a way to get a lot of particles condensed in one area rather quickly. Again, here's what some of the fires are. There's also one up in Oregon, right here, I think. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention, especially this thing with the fires and the earthquakes, and the fact that they disappeared off my screen, which is usually a sure sign. So once again, this is what it looked like just a little while ago. A fire here, 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 here. These were all right at 6 UTC, and I think these two were at 0.28, something like that. And this one might have been 0.28 also. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention, and be safe out there as this hurricane is approaching, because you know, when man messes with things, there's unnatural things happen, and things can become severe very quickly. And oh Lord, watch over this nation. God bless you all.